All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm Lauren Brzezinski. So, you may have been invited to this call by me. You may have been invited to this call by someone on our team. Either way, I'm super glad you're here. I've been praying for you. I've been praying for anyone who ever watches this video to just really be able to discern whether or not coaching is for them, whether or not they're being called to it, whether it will, just be something that benefits their family, benefits their life, benefits their health and fitness, all the things. So, I guess I'll just get started with my story really quick. I don't always share this, but I really feel compelled to share this time. So, I started coaching 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago in September. I had a baby. It's kind of how it started. I had always struggled with diet culture, but when I had my son, diet culture didn't work anymore. When I was in high school, I could restrict. I could just outwork a bad diet, all the things that, we do and don't even realize we are doing it at the time. But I could do all those things in high school and it would work. And I could do those things in college and it would work. After I had my son, it didn't work because I had a child depending on me. And so when I would restrict, I would be in a bad mood because I was starving, or, I'd get hangry and my hormones were totally different also. And so things just weren't working like they were supposed to. And I was like, okay, like I know how to eat healthy, but I'm missing something. There's a piece I'm missing. And I really did at the time, I really didn't know how to eat healthy and find clean foods, but there was still something that was missing, and that was eating a balanced diet of clean foods. And so I'll get to that. But basically, I was tired. I dreaded the moment that my son would wake up in the morning because I knew I'd have to get up and work. I knew that I was always waiting and counting down toward nap time. I would get angry with him, like super angry when he wouldn't go down for a nap, because then I couldn't have time to rest again myself. I was just always fatigued, no energy. My waistline was getting bigger, even though I was trying really hard, I thought, to work on it. I kept Googling YouTube workouts and they were never getting me anywhere. It was just really frustrating. And on top of all that, so like there's a whole fitness side of things, but on top of all that, I was miserably lonely. Like we had just moved to a new town. And it was only an hour away, but it was just far enough to where I couldn't just like hang out with my friends or have friends stop by all the time. And to be honest with you, I realized once I moved how toxic those friendships were. Some of those friendships were anyway. So I had to break off some of those friendships as well. So I was lonely. I was a stay at home mom. I had no job. I didn't really want a job outside of the home, but I still wanted a purpose. And that was a really big key to starting with coaching. Like I loved my son, loved him. I loved being a mom. I didn't want to leave him to go to work anywhere. But I was like, there surely has to be something I can still do. Like I still want to do something. And so I looked and I looked and I looked, and there was like, I have an English degree. I was a teacher. And I looked and I was like, I just don't want to do like online editing or writing. Like those sounded soul sucking to me. Like I wanted to still be able to teach people in some capacity. I wanted to be able to lead people in some capacity. I just knew I wasn't living up to my full potential just being a mom. And I just wanted to speak to some of you right now who are thinking like that you feel selfish feeling that. Like you're not. I did not. I knew that I had more energy to give, and I knew that there was more energy to be found. And so I just kept looking, and I'm so glad I didn't stop looking and praying and asking God to reveal that, because He did. Because in 2015, a year after I had my son, almost a year, my friend was like, "Hey, I think you'd be really good at Beachbody coaching." And at first I ignored her and I was like, "No, no, 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 I'm not gonna do that." She sent me a message on Facebook or something. And I kind of just ignored it and like wrote it off. And then later she was like, "No, I'm really serious. Like, you really need to look into this." I was like, okay. But another thing on top of just her being genuine with me was the fact that her before and afters were insane. And she had always struggled with diet culture too. And I was like, what in the world? Like, she is doing amazing. She looks awesome. She has energy. Like, I could genuinely tell something had changed. So I was like, okay, like, give me the breakdown, which I'm about to give to you guys. And I was like, okay, so the worst thing that could happen is I get fit and healthy on my own, and then coaching doesn't work, and that's okay. And like, that's fine. But for the price, I couldn't say no, honestly. And so I'm going to share all that with you guys here and talk to you about coaching. So let me share my screen. Here we go. All right. So what we're going to talk about is what we do as coaches, who we're looking for to join our team, how you earn an income with this, because that's a really big one for me. Like, I didn't want to be sleazy. What the business actually looks like, what we do on a daily basis, like what is our structure, and then how can you join our girl squad? How can you join our team? All right, so the very first thing, and it always lags here at the beginning, give me just a sec. All right, so the very first thing I want to talk about is just what we do. All right, are we fitness professionals? No, none of us are licensed fitness professionals. And I actually take that back. One of us is in our team of like 40 or 70 coaches. And I was during these 5 years, I did get certified and then I let my certification go because I don't need it. So here's why. We just lead by example. Beachbody, which I'll explain Beachbody here in a second, but Beachbody gives us what we need, and it's written by licensed and like accredited professionals in the fitness industry and nutrition industry. So like, I don't need to be trained. I refer everything to them, and I refer everything back to the programs that I learned from myself. So I literally just do the nutrition programs and do the workout programs and get my own results and worry about me. And then I share those results with people. It's truly a lead by example business. Like, I just do the things and say, hey, look, if I can do this, you can too. And then that's how we enroll clients. And I give them all the same tools that I'm using. And so it's not like I have some secret that I have. I give them everything that I'm using, and which I'll show you how that challenge pack works in a second. But I give them all the tools that I'm using in order to reach the whatever goal they have. I do give support as we teach what works. That is not written very well. So like, what that means is, as a coach, as your mentor, I give you support, not only to reach your health and fitness goals, but I give you support as a coach. And so the same thing goes for our challenge groups. I lead these monthly challenge groups. The coaches on our team, we all lead these monthly challenge groups where we teach women exactly what we're doing to get healthy and fit by using the same tools that we all have. So it's not like you are recreating any type of wheel or recreating just anything. You're just explaining to them, here's how I implemented what I know and what you now have. And we just give support to those women, because the mental support and the emotional support for us, like all doing this together in our bod groups is what we call them, in our challenge groups. Like, that's like the bread and butter of this business, if you want to say, just because we are all like showing up for our workouts. Maybe we're all doing different workouts in whatever challenge group we're in, but we're all showing up. We're all in this together. We're all supporting each other. If someone has a bad day, we're there for them. If someone has a question, we help them answer that. If someone is looking for new recipes, we drop some new recipes in their comments. So like, it's just a really fun way to give support as women are doing exactly what we're doing, because we've led by example already. Another thing we do as a team of coaches is that we work together to meet really big, scary goals. And like I said, that was something I was missing before this all started. I was just kind of like, my days were just boring. Like, I just floated around. I had no goals. I had no ambitions. I had no dreams for myself. I wanted to be out of debt, but I didn't know how to do that. And then suddenly here comes coaching that gave me purpose in helping these women. It gave me my life back personally with health and fitness and energy, and teaching me how to eat right. And then it also gave me some goals to like work toward, with some income that also helped me work toward goals. And so it was just truly an answered prayer all in one big swoop. So I'm going to move my head over here. So how do we coach? What do we offer? The workouts are all through an app, or you can get them through a desktop or smart TV. But the app is called BOD, which stands for Beachbody On Demand. And so with BOD, you can get all access to all of our programs. It's basically, we describe it as like a Netflix for our fitness workouts and our nutrition programs. So you have all these workouts that you can do at home, you can do them in a gym, you can do them outside, anywhere you have Wi-Fi, or you can actually even download them if you don't have Wi-Fi. But you've got these programs that you can use anywhere that you have your phone, basically, or a computer or a smart TV. Tons of programs. When you get our nutrition and fitness app, you get all of our fitness programs, unless it's a new release, and you get all of our nutrition programs. And let me just briefly explain nutrition. So it's real life nutrition that works forever. And when I say that, I mean it's not a restrictive diet. I have been using this meal plan, this diet, if you want to call it that, this nutrition program for over 5 years, during 2 pregnancies, during 1 postpartum stage, which I'm about to hit my 2nd postpartum stage because I'm in my 3rd pregnancy right now. And it just keeps working because it is adaptable to whatever stage of life you're in. It is adaptable to your goals. It encourages food as a fuel source and not as something to be scared of or this enemy that is lurking around to make you fat. But what it also does is it gives you clean nutrition with balance. And so it helps you learn your macros so that you can keep your food in check, as in, like, you can eat the right types of food in the right proportion so that you can burn fat while you build muscle, which is so crucial. Like, sometimes with diet culture, it's just about losing fat, losing fat, losing fat. But if you're not building muscle, then the fat just comes right back on. So we're changing our body compositions with these programs and with this nutrition program. And it really does, like, every time women commit to it, they're always like, I had no idea. And I'm like, I know. It was just it's a different way of thinking about food and viewing food. And it's the healthy way to view food and not as an enemy. And then the accountability, which I've talked about. It's in our bod groups. We just provide helpful tips and hacks to our challengers to help them utilize the same programs and tools that we use ourselves. So it's like, once you own it for yourself, it's very easy to then take to other people and be confident about taking, and, like, like maybe your mom's like, okay, I want to do this too. You can very confidently say, okay, here's how you do this. And it gives them all the step-by-step things to do. And you just be their wing girl through it all. All right, next is, how are we able to do this? What is the actual company that we're working with? And it's Team Beachbody. So in 1998, John Congdon and Carl Daikeler started Beachbody, and they really just started it as a fitness company because that was something they were interested in and they loved. And there was really nothing in 1998, nothing, big in the fitness world. And so they were just trying to create this company to really help, the average American get healthy. And so then Team Beachbody Live launched later. And then, which is like we actually don't even have it anymore. So I should probably take it out of this PowerPoint, but that was like live classes. And then with their creator P90X, we have 21 Day Fix, Body Beast, PiYo, TurboFire, Size with Shaun T. We've got, and P90X, if you don't know, like Tony Horton, like, it was so big when I was in college. I just remember people always doing that. We do have nutrition supplement lines like Shakeology, which I will get into that more later. But basically, Shakeology is a full nutrition shake. It is not just like this weight loss shake, those like vague things where they're like, lose weight, drink this shake once a day. It's not like that. This is like what we're adding to our bodies, not what we're like trying to just take away and give some fake filler nutrient or ingredients. Like, these are real food ingredients from real plants. And from real, like, clean sourced whey. And we do have a vegan option as well, but it's all clean source. It's all sustainably sourced. And that's why I love it. I honestly thought it was super gimmicky and overpriced when I first started, but then after drinking it for 2 weeks, I was like, I'm never going without this again. We'd have the Ultimate Reset, which is a 21-day like cleanse. We have the 3-day refresh, which is just a 3-day quick start to like break your sugar addiction. We have our performance line, which is like our post-workout shake, which is very targeted for building muscle and toning. We have Energize, which is our pre-workout, which is a correctly dosed pre-workout, which is actually very hard to find in the health and fitness industry. We have Boost to put in our shake, like greens, digestive health, which is like fiber that you can add. We have collagen you can add to your shakes. Daily Sunshine, which is our kids shake. My boys actually love it. And Beach Bars, which are our protein bars with a little bit of carbs in them to help replenish glycogen stores. So amazing things. Beachbody On Demand itself, which is like, this is kind of a little video or like picture of it, has over $6,000 worth of fitness programs and nutrition, including 2 cooking shows now. One is called Fixate and one is called To Be Mindset Menu, I think. And they like literally, it would take you a year to get through these recipes, and they're still adding more every day. Such good stuff. This is our meal plans. They're actually really delicious. My kids and my husband even like them. And we have 2 real food nutrition programs. So the reason I incorporate that, or the reason I talk about that, is we have these containers, which are like crazy popular. And that's the macro system that I use. But there's also a system that is a little bit less structured, I guess I want to say, for people who want a little bit more food freedom and don't want to ever fear going into like maybe you suffered with a eating disorder at some point, or you really have a negative view of yourself and food and how it all works. The To Be Mindset is more for those people who really just want a very loose guideline of how to eat clean and healthy. So we have 2 options for that. All right, how to become who we're looking for, to become a coach. So here's some of the girls on our team. There's just a very few of us that just got back from a retreat together. But we're looking for girls with passion for purpose. And what I mean by that is like every single night you go to bed and you're like, what did I do today? Like I wanted something more. I wanted something to be working toward. And what is it that I'm looking for? So I'm looking for women that like just know that you just know there's something else out there for you. And you want something that's going to help you be a well-rounded human in that sense. Something that's going to help you take care of yourself so that you can help take care of others, like that kind of passion, that kind of purpose. We're looking for someone who wants more freedom in their schedule. Maybe you want more traveling. Maybe you want, I don't know, like maybe you're wanting to quit a job. Maybe you're just looking for extra income. Maybe you're just looking for friends that you can go on trips with that are really fun and that get you. That's who we're looking for, because that's what we do. We travel a lot. We set our own schedules for the most part. There's a lot of girls on this team that are still working another job, but like for me, I quit my job and needed something, and then this was what filled that gap. And it's actually surpassed my teaching salary at this point. And it's still growing every single year. And so that is also someone else we might be looking for. I'm looking for girls that aren't afraid of hard work. I will not sugarcoat anything. That this is a real job. It's a real career, and we do have a structured business system, and we are looking for girls that aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and really commit to doing the things that are going to grow your business. And I promise it's not sleazy and salesy or annoying, but we do have like a business binder that helps walk you through what to do for your business. I'm also looking for girls that want to make fitness and health a priority, if it's not already a priority for you, because this gives you such a balanced lifestyle. Like it's not just like this all in, like you don't have a life outside of fitness. Like this gives you fitness, it gives you results while still letting you live your life. We're also looking for girls who are able or ready to stop focusing on your limits so that you can focus on helping others. That was so huge for me. I remember when I first started this, it was all about like, oh my gosh, look at her. She looks so good in that bikini, and I'll never look that good, and this and that, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And I would tear down other women to make myself feel better. And I don't do that anymore, because now I'm so focused on helping other women. I'm so focused on being better for others that I don't think about my shortcomings. And I honestly, and know that every one of my shortcomings I can work on. So if you want a complete mindset shift in terms of like being a woman that supports other women, this is it. This has helped me and helped all my whole team. And we always talk about that, like how we just rose to the occasion and changed who we are. We're also looking for girls who want to be surrounded by winners. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard that quote of you are like the top, you are, I forget what it is now, like the top 5 people you hang out with. And so like we make sure that we're winners. And so we're not just winners for ourselves, we're winners for our team, because we want to be, we want to, like, a high tide raises all ships. Like we want everyone to benefit from who we are becoming and who, like, how passionately we're living our life and how much purpose we're living our life with. And then we're looking for girls who want to create wealth for years to come. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You will start just like any business starts, which is like at ground zero, and you will figure this out as you go. Obviously, we give you training, but we are looking for girls that are like long-term minded. Like you want to create wealth, and so you're willing to do the steps now that will build wealth for the future and give you more financial freedom for the future. Okay, how do you earn? So we have these things called challenge packs. I'll share those in a second. But you earn 25 to 40% commissions on all sales that you make. And so that's just a basic sales job where you make commissions off what you earn. You also will earn team bonuses. That's when you start getting that extra money on top of your commissions. And so that's when you start hitting certain ranks or building a team. So you can absolutely make an income with just the commissions part, where you don't have a team, you're not like building and recruiting other coaches, you're just talking about the fitness side of things. People want to buy into that, and you sell them a challenge pack, and then you earn the commission. But then as you advance in rank, you really do start earning extra income. And then once you get to a certain level in building your business, you'll get in the Star Diamond bonus pool, which I'm just like, obviously I'm not going to go super deep into this at this point with you guys. This comes in our coach training, but the Star Diamond bonus pool is like insane. It's insane. And so basically once you hit certain ranks and hold them for 6 weeks within a quarter, which is once again a very normal thing in sales and business, no matter what we're talking about selling, you earn these bonuses based on how your team is growing and all of those things. So lots of income to be made if you really want to put the pedal to the metal. Here's some real income progressions, and I actually need to update this. I haven't updated it since last year. But January 2018, when I first started working the business, I made about $1,100. Then the next January, I made about $2,200. And then the January after that, I made $3,600. And then this January, I made about $6,000. So it just continues to build and continues to grow, and it's insane. And you're just doing these little things every day, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have momentum, and like this is really turning into something. It's not fast. Like, I mean, like this right here is awesome. But my first January, when I was just doing it as a hobby, it was probably like $400. So, but here's the thing, $400 is huge to me. Like we needed that income to pay off debt, to just pay some bills and get by and, get paycheck to paycheck for a while until this started growing. Here's my friend Rachel. She just gives her full year salary. So in 2014, which she started in like September, she earned $2,600 and then $16,000, then $29,500, then $54,900, $75,400, and $84,000 in 2019. And this is my friend Morgan. She in 2018 made $11,000 because she started in May, and in 2019 she earned $42,000. And so like it's very easy to just go, I'm going to go all in. I want to make this a legitimate business, and I'm ready to do this. It's also easy to just go, hey, I just want to do this as a hobby, and like you're not going to see these kind of numbers if you're just making it a hobby. But if you're ready to like genuinely change your life, like that's totally a possibility with this. We do have fun events and rewards. I love traveling. I love being around other women. I love girls trips. I love rewards. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I think it's so fun. So one of the things that we have is Success Club. And so I think it's like every 2 months that you hit this reward system, like that you meet this certain criteria, you get these really fun things. Sometimes it's hats, sometimes it's sweaters, sometimes it's tank tops, like workout tank tops and gear. Sometimes it's big things like this carry-on, which is amazing and I love it. We also have reward trips. I thought this was a hoax. Like I genuinely thought people were making this up and that they were actually paying for these vacations and saying that they were going on these reward trips. But I genuinely went to the Bahamas and Haiti on a cruise, completely paid for by Beachbody because I did the things that you do to grow a business. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, because I know you don't know the terminology quite yet. It was the baseline of things. Like it genuinely wasn't even hard to hit these baselines of things. It was just the fact that I was doing it and making it a priority. And I earned that trip. And then I earned a trip to Punta Cana, which we are not taking quite yet because we have to wait until life settles down and the baby and all that stuff. But we will take it after the baby comes. And then next year will be Riviera Maya. And so we're already set to go to Riviera Maya in like next April. And like all these are paid for. Like I haven't paid for any of them. So it's really exciting. Some of my coaches within the team are also going with me. So it's a really fun time. We also have training events, which we call Summit. We've had those in Nashville, Indianapolis, New Orleans. We were going to have it in Indianapolis again, but then we got canceled. And so next year it's to be announced, but it will be in July of next year. And so this year, we're just doing a team retreat in July in Clearwater, Florida, here in 2021. The past 2 years, it was in Destin, Florida. And so we're taking it down to Clearwater because honestly, it's like the only place we could find. We have like this super awesome house, but we had to go a lot further south this time because Florida is so packed out right now. But we're excited. We're going to have fun. We're going to work out for a few days. We're going to watch some of the trainings. And we're just going to have fun. Like it's just so much fun. And we sit on the beach a lot, sometimes even during the trainings. All right, so how can you join us? These are the challenge packs I was talking about. And so when someone says, hey, like I'm ready to join as a challenger, this is what I send to them. And so you get this basic challenge pack for $160, which by the way, in May is $140. So this is the month to do it. This is the base challenge pack. And so you can either get Shakeology or the performance line, but you still get all the nutrition programs and the containers. You still get, the containers do come with it. They're not pictured here, but they do come. And then you get all the workout programs. Same thing. So this is the deluxe challenge pack. So for $219, which right now it's $200, you get Shakeology and the performance line plus everything else. And then the mega challenge pack is for $330. And that's with like, I mean, you really get loaded up on this. You even get Hydrate, which is our clean version of Gatorade. So you truly get everything. This blue mat is a lifesaver. This foam roller is a lifesaver. Like if you're ready to just go all in, honestly, the mega challenge pack is for you. If you're just wanting to kind of like dip your toes in the water, I'd go with one of the base challenge packs. So there's that. So let's say like you signed up to be a coach today and you're ready to go. So in addition to your initial investment and your ongoing monthly Shakeology, there's a $15.95 ongoing monthly business service fee. This fee helps pay for the millions of dollars spent on media, on your personal Team Beachbody websites, on your coach online office that you don't have to create. It's just created for you. Your warehousing products, so you don't have to take on any inventory. That's one question I get a lot is, okay, so I want to do this. Do I have to buy like $10,000 worth of products and then sell them? No. You simply send your customers a link and they purchase from that link and Beachbody's warehouse sends it to them. You don't ever have to buy something and then resell it up front. You will never lose money that way. All right, customer service and technical support. So that pays for that when your customers have an issue at like 10 p.m. or 5 a.m. and their bod's not working. There's a number to call instead of them calling you and trying to get that figured out. Marketing, communications, training tools, personal development, like all of that is included in $15.95 a month in that coach fee. So I love that fee. It's also a tax write-off, and it serves my business way, like I would pay $200 for that fee every month to not have to do those things myself. And then what you can expect from our team. So that's a big typo. We are actually not a 2020 Premier team. We are a 2021 Elite team, which is even better than Premier. We reached the top tier of the company in 2020. So this year we are getting to bask in the glory and the rewards of that. And so just know by me saying that, this is a team that knows what we're doing. Like we know how to build, we know how to grow, we know how to scale to create lasting wealth for our families and friends, or just for our families and our wealth and our income. So when you join, you will get a new coach training so you can learn how to launch your business in as little as 3 weeks or less, depending on how eager you are to get started, because you take that training at your own pace. It's technically a 3-week training, but you could knock it out very, very quickly if you are ready to go and excited about this. You will always get one-on-one ongoing support from me or your upline as you join. We have weekly team calls where we come together and we brainstorm, but then we also have a training during that call. And then you have all the secrets that we use. So like we are constantly sharing with each other, helping each other, giving each other content. So we don't have to like reinvent the wheel with social media and all that stuff. And it's just a lot of fun, honestly. So anyways, that's it. Again, if you are ready to start, I'm just going to go ahead and give you that call to action. Contact the person that sent you this recording. If that's me or if that's someone on our team, go ahead and send them a message and tell them that you're like what you're thinking. Tell them whether or not you want to do this as a hobby, whether you want to really scale this as a business, you want this to be a full-time income, and then we will tell you like which challenge pack we think is probably best for you. I've already showed you those, so you have already got an idea of what those challenge packs are. The cool thing is whether or not you're coming on as a coach or a client, it costs the same amount of money. And so you get these fitness tools and then you get to start using them immediately as they arrive. And then you get to start your business. So like that is really simple as it is. Like there's no like magic thing that I can tell you other than like we just like, let's do this. We send you this link and then we get you started. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I am thrilled. I am humbled. I am excited, and I'm praying for you to make a good decision based on what you feel you need for you and your family at this point. So I'm excited to see where this takes you.